What's up, everybody? We're out here at Redding Motorsports Park, Redding, California. I'm out here after hours right now, just kind of going over some stuff with Jesse and Tony. So I thought I'd give you guys a little tour of all the updates. So here we go. We're gonna start by showing you this nice Redding drag strip gate. Patrick at Trinity Ironworks did this. I actually helped him to put it up. He does a lot of good stuff. So yeah, let's take a stroll. It's probably super windy if you guys can hear this. This is the entrance road coming in at the airport. Got the MX Park over here, Stillwater. Looks like they're doing pretty good over there too as well. So we're at the pay shack. As you guys see in the road splits. So if you guys are coming in and you don't know where to go, what to do, if you go to the left on the split, it's going to the back of the stand. So you're just going to be a spectator. You can get in through the back. You can walk through the pits. You can go check out cars, do whatever you want to do. But it does get you out parking in the designated spectator area, so to speak. So if you're trying to park in the pits, obviously if you're a racer or or pit crew or something like that, you would know to go to the right, and depending on the event, there'll be parking or not. I know Cool April Nights was packed and there was no parking inside. So yeah, racer or pit crew, go to the right. Spectators as well can get around to another spectator parking lot through the right, depending. So just know that you have left and right spectator or pit or racer on the right as well. So yeah, let's keep on rolling. Show you guys some of the upgrades. So the previous owners did all these like single pit area deals a couple years ago. I think it was 2 years ago or something like that. But you got all these little single pits, so you park a trailer in the dirt and then your car goes on the pad. And then they had Jesse and Tony, when they took over, they paved some more of the pit spaces. Now we can go all the way to the back on this pavement deal. Wow, this is gonna be a super windy video, and I apologize if it isn't. I need to get a little fluff ball deal, you know? I feel like that's super close to my face too. But this will be the back pit spots. As you can see, you have the single pits back here. And then over here on this side, you normally just pull your trailer all the way out. Whoa, pine cone. And then you would park your car like in this area. That's why the white line's there, so you can do that. And then this was the big paving, concreting event over here. As you can see, this was all dirt before. Now look at this. You can get, look, as you can see, you can get big old toter homes back here. You can get 50 footers. You can get whatever you want. Cool April Nights, this was all packed. They did an awesome job getting this all paved for everybody. Make everybody happy. Nobody's pitting in the dirt. Nobody's cars are on the dirt. Oh, pothole. I'll go over the pothole. We have the return lane that comes down this side. Well, this I guess would take you all the way around back into your pit. We're gonna cut across right over here. There goes Kate. She's leaving. Bye, Kate. We got the staging lanes. Same as they've been. Nothing fancy there. And we're going to come on over. We got the tower. Nobody knows where the tower is. It looks like a tower. I've actually had people ask me where the tower is, and you kind of got to look at them funny, like, what's the only thing that looks like a tower around here, you know? But this is, let me stop and get the gravel noise out of here. But this is their one of their next steps, is to get rid of all this gravel. This would be the only spot in the whole facility that you would be pitting and parking on the dirt with car and trailer. We got the old famous Gene Burgers. If you guys have ever been to Reading, Gene's Burger closed down and they raised enough money to acquire the sign and the recipe. So now we get a classic Gene Burger here. You have the funnel cake and it's the Sweet Escape. So she's killing it. She does the deep fried Oreos. If you guys have ever been out here or plan on coming out here, the deep fried Oreos are where it's at. The funnel cake too, if you think you're gonna smack a funnel cake, just know that they're like huge, all right? Oh, say hi, Bryn.
Hi.
That's Bryn, that's Cole's daughter. She's riding with me right now, my roadie at this point, making sure I don't act up out here. But yeah, so the deep fried Oreos and the funnel cakes, amazing. Definitely have to get those. But back to driving, let's see what we got. So this is the return road that you're gonna come back down. We're gonna take a stroll down there. This is the time booth ticket booth, time booth ticket booth, time booth ticket booth, time booth ticket booth. So this is where you're gonna come down the return road. You're gonna get your time slip here, and you can either go back that way if you're pitted on that side, or you can head this way if you're pitted towards the back. So it was definitely a nice little add to it. And now we're gonna roll up on the new skid pit. So if all you guys want to come out here and do burnouts, I definitely suggest it, because this has been a great extra to this track. So let's just check out this skid pit. You got the light over there in the corner telling you, you know, it's almost time to be done. They set up some tires sometimes for obstacles. They K-rail off over there at the time booth, and then they K-rail off over here. You got this big old square. Everyone says it's a little small. But I have seen triples out here, I've seen singles, I've seen doubles, and everyone kind of gets down. Triples get a little tight, they do, but if you know what you're doing, it's a real good time. If you guys did not know, we have a big event coming up this weekend, Thunder Under the Lights. We got West Coast Outlaws, we got a small tire event, we got funny cars, we got jet cars. Who else am I forgetting? Junior dragsters. They're giving away a Wally for juniors, and they're giving away a Wally for the TNA deal that they're doing, so the bracket racers deal.
And there's a lot of money that's going on with the Wally as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the payouts are, so I don't want to say anything.
10K, I believe.
10? No, they said 1,000 for juniors, and I think it was 5K for the bracket guys, the big boys. See, I'm not like, this is, no. But, all right, so now we're going down the return road. We got the track over here. We just passed the 8th a second ago, and now we're coming up on the quarter right now. As you can see, they did repave or recap, not repave, but they capped the return road. So if you've ever been to Reading, you know that the return road used to be extremely sketchy.
Yes.
Now it's not as sketchy. So now we're out here at the quarter.
I have been driving this for a while.
This used to be a turnout that they decided they were going to block off, and luckily they did, because we have had a wreck that wanted to come through the wall right there and would have missed it and walked its way right out there into the field. So luckily we got that going on now. So let's go all the way up. This was one of the rubs on the wall. This was a good one.
Oh, and you crashed somewhere over here.
I did crash over here. We're gonna go up on my crash site and I'm gonna show you guys the incident when I wrecked my car.
Luckily
And what had
you got
happened.
out fast enough.
Yeah, crash on fire. It was crazy, you know, but here we are. I actually moved the K-rails a little bit too. That was kind of impressive. I wasn't going very fast.
Standing, right?
Yeah. So that was the 8th mile finish. So I crashed. Where did I crash?
About right here.
Was it right here?
Yeah, right here.
Oh no, it was back there.
No, I see.
Oh, somebody with the green car did something good right there. So this was my event right here. My 2 tires. Nice gouge in the wall. Right here, my frame rails. And then it ended right here with a splatter of oils and stuff, and then burnt right here. Yeah, she burnt, lost a good chunk of stuff. It's all right though, I'm all right. Body of the car's fine, front end was messed up. We'll get her back though, no big deal. All right, moving on. Dude, this golf cart sounds like there's a herd of go-karts chasing me right now.
I keep on looking back to make sure.
This is some other parking, so you can set up your chairs and some easy ups right here on this dirt spot. I mean, look how close that is. That is nothing but a show right there. Then you got all the stands from Sacramento Raceway that are getting brought up here and redone. Sierra Pacific, thank you for the lumber donations for the new stands. Yeah, so we're rolling up to the starting line right now. I actually you guys are gonna get the first look at this right here. I don't think very many people have seen this yet other than one picture, but I'm gonna give you the walk around on it. So this is the new beauty, the new rotator. Yeah, of course. Always recording. You know how much, do you know how much stuff I have to delete off this thing from?
I don't know if you stop the video and start.
Oh no, always recording. I'm gonna miss something good if I turn it off.
All right, what's the question here? What are we looking at?
All right, so this is Jesse Adams. He's one of the owners of the track. This is the new rotator. So tell us about it. Where'd you get it? What does it do? Where's it at?
Built by Larry and the Traction Twins at Vandermeer Speedway in Denver, Colorado. I left last Monday. 72 hours. I went to Denver, delivered a car, picked this up, picked up another car, delivered that, came home, went to Sac Raceway, tested with it at Sac Raceway. Robert Perryman from Hoosier Racing Tires gives us a screaming deal on brand new tires for it. So you need tires for your rotator or your race car, call up Robert. Hoosier Racing Tires, Hoosier West. Right now we've got sprint car tires on it. So everybody wonders, like, why you got dirt tires on this thing? Larry and the boys there in Vandermeer said that the sprint car tires actually put the rubber on fresh concrete better than the slicks do. Once you've got a really good rubber base down, then the slicks are the way to go. But we've been out here playing with it. We're trying to make the groove here at Reading Motorsports Park run from the center line to the guardrail. A lot of racers really chipped in and made this happen. The old drag was good. The track was really, really good. Just a narrow groove, and we want to get rid of that. We want to let drivers get out there, get out of the groove a little bit, hang on the wheel some, steer the car down the track, not just have to make a perfect pass to go fast. But this is where we're at. Big D will be here tonight. Tomorrow, he'll probably put 6-8 hours in on this thing, and that track surface will look completely different. It'll be white guardrail, black surface, yellow center line, and the same thing to the wall on the other side. So no more gray concrete, no more guys getting out there and fishtailing and sliding all around. Be able to get out of the groove a little bit, hang on the wheel. We're going to see some 3-second, 8th mile door cars this weekend.
3-second, you hear that? I just want to let everybody know that this is Mark Williams rear end. This is probably more expensive than a lot of people's cars.
So
that.
We kind of priced this out to see what, because we know what the price tag is on the machine itself. We had to purchase it. Just this modular rear end housing right now. It's got a 10-inch ring gear in it. This set of axles, this setup you see right now, it's over $15,000 from Mark Williams. I don't even want to tell you what the entire unit cost. We're talking $15,000 from this axle, this rear end, and that axle.
Jeez.
The entire unit is more than $100,000. But Beeler Tractor in Yuba City and Anderson, they hooked us up with the tractor. Bobby Ray McMahon, BCM Engineering, he really helped us out with securing the payment on the tractor for this month's rental. We're gonna keep testing this tractor out with Beeler. Beeler gave us a set of turf tires for free. So Beeler Tractor in Yuba City and Anderson, they really did a good thing for us. Bob McMahon, you know, and we'll add to this video later. I'll actually tell everybody what all the companies that put in on this was. I don't want to leave anybody out right now, and I'm slightly unprepared, so.
I'm the best at just catching people off guard. But so would you say that this is a giant game changer for the drag racing in Reading?
It's massive. You know, with the underpowered John Deere tractor that we've had, we've been able to make the groove really good because the racing surface that was laid by Ward's Concrete, Brian Comiskey at Ward's did a great job of putting the concrete down. But our underpowered tractor that we have right now, Dragon, we don't have enough racetracks in Northern California, or not race tires in Northern California, to make that track as sticky and gooey and black from the center line to the guardrail as it needs to be. So hours upon hours, we can spend days and days and days, and you know what diesel cost is right now, right? We can run tanks and tanks and tanks of diesel through that underpowered tractor and really not gain any headway on the traction itself. This is completely different. This is going to be one day on this, back and forth, up and down. It's going to make the track a completely different deal, and it's going to be awesome.
So what this does is it spins the tires backwards, right?
Correct.
As it drives forward. So it'd be like a burnout all the way down trying to lay rubber.
Correct.
So it essentially just adds to the track surface.
What you need when you're going to put rubber down on the surface is you need friction and heat. When you're running a static drag, you're flattening flat tires and you're making friction, you're making heat, and the rubber's balling up, and then that rubber gets hard on the back end of it, and then it starts flaking off. You just can't really transfer the rubber down to the surface as well, especially the virgin surface is what you can with this. While this is going, it's making heat and friction all the time, and it's constantly cleaning the tire and cleaning the track and just planting that rubber down hard to the surface. It's going to be awesome.
So this was a giant step forward in Reading Motorsports Park. We're trying to make this track the staple of Northern California tracks. It's inevitable that some tracks will be closing at one point, and no one's going to have a spot that's good for radial racing, for every big tire racing, for nostalgia racing and stuff like that. So we, Jesse and Tony and everybody involved in this track is trying to make it a staple. So, you know, the Oregon boys coming down, the Idaho boys coming over, everyone from Bakersfield up having somewhere else to run, something that's worthwhile to get down, to make, you know, personal best, to get things doing better in the racing community.
Our big money bracket race we had here 3-4 weeks ago, we had almost $60,000 in payouts over 4 days of racing. We had racers in from Las Vegas all the way north is Boise, Idaho, Battleground, Washington. We had guys from all over. And then on top of the 139 cars that we actually had here, there's like 80 guys that were just kind of questioning, is the place any good, is it not? And then I think almost all of them pretty much regretted not coming.
Yeah.
So now this right here, Shane Molinari from up in Battleground, Washington, S&T Truck Repair. He's been a huge part of helping us out and giving us a lot of advice and really just giving us a lot of momentum and making sure that we know how much people outside of even Northern California appreciate what we're doing for West Coast racing. So all the companies that have chipped in, and like I said, I'll put a whole list together. We can go down the whole thing. There's too many to just pull off the top of my head. I'll throw it right out there. Dave Palmer, Apex Fence, Rod Burbage with Spec Right, Steve at Wolfgang, Al Saw Shop, Napa Auto Parts, Platinum Construction is a huge one.
Sierra Pacific.
Doug Reed's Rod Shop. That's a huge one. Hang on.
Matt's Fab. Chris Schmidl.
Steve Ronenberg
Yep,
with
Steve.
SCR. Huge on this. Darren Taylor Construction put most of the 3 acres of asphalt down here in about 3 to 4 days worth of work, and the amount that they contribute. And they don't have race cars. They don't race. They just know that it's a great attraction in addition to the community. Have the racetrack here like this. Brian Kaminsky at Words Concrete with his new state-of-the-art concrete equipment. The laser screeds that he uses made the track nice and flat. We even had heck, I don't know, there's too many to list. The rental guys, I see that up there in the grandstands. Rental guys have helped us out. I-5 Rentals has helped us out. Gate Pro, Technical Steel. Jeff at Technical Steel has done an amazing job. He built the bridge, we assembled it, he came out and then he re-supported the bridge. Everybody, Craig Blaisdell, you know, I call him Grandpa. He's old man, he comes out and helps every bit he can. I go try to have breakfast with him at Jose's once every couple weeks or so. Just everybody just puts in. JF Shea, Tullis. There's so many local companies that have put in, and I'm really sorry if I missed any, but the list goes on and on and on. It just keeps getting bigger as well.
Let's just say that the community has come together in a major way to make this great again, to make everybody come out here and enjoy drag racing. This is the oldest sanctioned NHRA track in the world. In the world?
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's older drag strips, but this one has been sanctioned by NHRA, the longest over any of them. And to say the United States isn't fair, because there was a drag race was born in the United States, so everywhere else just followed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're keeping the NHRA sanction going here. We're having a blast. I mean, this is what I do now. This is my livelihood. I still work in my shop a little bit, but for the most part, like day in and day out, it's all about Ready Motorsports Park.
And we all want to thank you and Tony and everybody who's involved for actually doing this and bringing it back and getting the kids out here and getting the families out here and giving people something to do, you know. A lot of people didn't even know this was in Redding. I have people ask me all the time where I race, and I'm like, in Redding, and they're like, where's the track? And this is now, you know, a huge thing. They had a huge turnout for Cool April Nights. If you guys don't know about Cool April Nights, it's a huge event we hold at the end of April every year. There's car shows in town. There's a whole week of car shows, and then a big race here held at Redding Motorsports Park. And you guys sold out, right? Seating? There was only standing room.
I mean, it was standing room only. We had over 6,000 people here, and everybody's been great. Redding Fire Department, Redding PD, RPD was out here.
Yeah.
They all had a blast. You know, we brought the Anti-Hero crew in. The Anti-Hero guys were out here. This time we got the Dirty 530 guys coming in, and they're going to put in, basically, if we got to do track prep or clean up an accident or oil down anything, we're going to have those guys out there. We don't want our spectators coming in, spending the money it takes to come in through the gate, buying a beer, buying a burger, getting to the grandstands. We have an oil down, they get bored, they leave. We don't want them to leave, we need them to stay. We want them to stay and enjoy the show. So while we got to do a cleanup here, we bring in some exhibition stuff there. Those guys are professional drift teams. They have a really good time. They get 2 inches from the wall. They basically, I've given quarter panels high fives as they come swinging by. And it keeps the crowd entertained. We don't want anybody to spend their hard-earned money coming out here, get bored, and go home upset. We want them to come out here and just be entertained. stick around, buy another beer, another burger. But everybody's been great with this. City of Redding's been great. Jim Wadley, airport manager, he's been great. Everybody in the community has been great about giving us the opportunity to really put time, effort, and money into the facility so we can make it a real attraction for Reading, where, you know, it was a great racetrack before, but it was aging out. We just increased its lifespan by decades.
Yeah. And if you guys didn't know, they hold street legals or grudge nights where you can bring anything you want, from minivans to Hellcats to race cars. How much is it for a street legal night?
I believe it's $35 car and driver on street legals, $10 per spectator. We also support youth automotive programs. So with that, if you're a high school student, you come out, you pay your $10 admission at the gate. With your student ID, you can actually race for free on the street legals. So that's just one of the things that we kind of try to get the youth and the kids they've got their driver's license, they're at school, they want to go out racing, they might not be able to afford to come to the racetrack, and instead of them having to go street racing, they come out here. Just about anybody can afford 10 bucks.
Yeah.
Come out here, they can race safely. We've got EMTs, we've got safety staff, we've got everything it takes to race safely. Let the high school kids come out here, keep them from racing on the street. That's what a big part of the burnout pit is. We want people to come out here and not shut down intersections and do sideshows.
Yeah.
It's just about keeping people on the highways and in town safe. Come out here, race where you're supposed to with proper safety precautions, EMTs, and management.
Yeah, and I know personally that their EMTs and their safety stuff is on par, as we talked about earlier on my spot.
That's right, you kind of lit one up.
They were fast responding, they got the fire out, everything was good, they made sure I was okay, everything was in orderly fashion. I know there's been some issues at other tracks lately with big races going on. People were real upset with, you know, response times and people not knowing things. I can personally say that everything here happened as it should, and we got it done, everyone was safe, and they got the fire out and we got the car off the track. So yeah, it's not just a big hoopla. Yeah, we're safe out here. There's been a few wrecks out here, and everything was on par with safety and getting people out and making sure cars were saved to the best of their ability.
Now that I'm thinking about it, for some shameless begging here, anybody out there, PG&E, underground companies, road work companies that have got used light poles, that's what we're looking for next. We're trying to really increase the lighting on the drag strip out here. Everybody's seen the lit up starting line. We've added some LEDs down track. We're starting to add, I think we got 11 holes bored the other day by Apex Fence Company. We got all that concrete poured with JF Shea, and Tony set all that up, and we got all those poured. We got all the bases done. We need about a dozen to 20 more street light poles to really light the racetrack and the return road up. You know, it's hot and ready. We do a lot of evening racing, a lot of the evening and night racing. We just want it lit up better and better and better. It's pretty dark down there sometimes, and so if anybody knows where we can get access to 28-foot, 30-foot street light poles, that's the next thing we really need.
Yep. And then again, you know, we're just I just want to kind of give you guys a run around here, show you guys all the upgrades, what's been done, kind of give you the rundown if you're new here, if you're trying to come in, you don't know where to go, where things are at. That was pretty much it. You know, that's just where we're at. I wanted to show you guys a new rotator. I know there's only been a couple pictures out. Kind of want to give you a little rundown on that. This will be the first weekend we're going to be actually prepping and testing for it. So there should be some personal bests coming down out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't.
Last few sponsors I need to make sure I mention on this is Les Schwab Tires in Anderson. Brian over there, he treats us really well. Players Pizza in Anderson.
Oh yeah.
They're out here as a food truck with their wood fire pizza grill at all our big events. Players Pizza, they're awesome. We got Penny and Harvey over there. Fifth Avenue Body Shop in Orville. It's Bobby Hartshorn, his father Bob Hartshorn. Players Pizza sponsors the left lane. Fifth Avenue Body Shop sponsors the right lane. Their name's on every time slip that's given out here. They're a big part of what we do. Platinum Construction, like I said, Les Schwab, rental guys. I just feel bad right now because I don't have the list in front of me.
It was on the spot.
It was on the spot. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But you know what? They're on the calendar. Heather Nichols, she's our photographer out here. She also does a lot of our sponsor. She represents us when she goes and seeks sponsorship opportunities. She does a lot of our graphic work. Tony Tripp is my business partner. Tony's wife, Jen, she does so much behind the scenes. She's on the computer all the time, setting up calendars, a lot of graphics, a lot of flyers, our t-shirt sale, our t-shirt orders. Jennifer, she's, like I say, behind the scenes a lot.
Yeah,
but her work is invaluable. And
so if people have
Tony, Heather, me, there's so many of us that really put a lot of time and effort into this that it's hard to explain it. But when we have nights like Cool April Drags and you see so many people here, we didn't have one fight.
Nope.
We didn't have one injury in the crowd.
Nope.
Everybody got along. 6,000 people on this little bitty property. It's one of those things that people come out here to have fun, and that's what we want to provide.
Yeah.
Fun, safe, enjoyable family fun for the community.
Yeah. If somebody has questions about times, places, events, where would they go?
ReadingMotorsportsPark.com. It's ReadingMotorsportsPark.com. My phone number is listed on there. I answer the phone a dozen times a day, sometimes 40 times a day. I'll answer everybody's phone call I can. If not, you can always shoot me a text. I always answer text messages. There's never an unread text message in my phone. So, ReadingMotorsportsPark.com. Right on the front page is the calendar. Click the hyperlink, click on the event. It'll take you to give you all the info you need. If that's still not enough, or you're confused, or you don't know where to go, just look for the contact numbers. You can call me. I'll explain everything as best I can. I don't like talking on the phone. I'd rather text, but I'll spend hours a day on the phone telling people all the info I can.
You also do pre-sale tickets on the float as well.
That's correct. And every time we do pre-sales on the float, the link on the website to that event has another quick link that will take you directly to the float. So you don't have to go to the float and look for our events. You can go to our website, click on the events, and if we have a float option, it's on there.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the questions, and I think we nailed it on the head here and got everybody squared away. Anything else you want to add? Come on out to the race this weekend.
Yeah, you know, come on out this weekend. The one part I didn't mention anything about is the staff out here.
Yeah, definitely the
Our staff, they are dedicated. Most of them used to be volunteers. I wouldn't volunteer for this job. So we pay our staff members. They do a phenomenal job, from safety, starter, water box, staging lanes. There's not a position here that we don't enjoy the people that are working with us. And you know, we appreciate them very much. I think I try to tell them as much as I can, but I want to make sure that anytime we're doing a video like this or whatever, I just throw it in there and say, hey, thank you, staff. Because the staff, you guys put in the time and efforts for us to be able to make this happen.
Thunder Under the Lights this weekend. Small tire event, big tire event, West Coast Outlaws, TNA 5K.
Jet cars.
Jet cars, two jet cars
Two
racing
jet cars.
each other.
The Beast against Tomahawk.
You guys got to come out, test your cars, see how it's going. Just come enjoy the atmosphere. Come enjoy beer, a burger, Jeans Burger. We talked about the Jeans Burger and the recipe, so come out, get a Jeans Burger. We're gonna have some food trucks out here as well.
Deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried. I definitely, hey, definitely on the deep fried Oreos. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I think everything's gonna go good. And thanks again for everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Later.